Crazy. Oh. Number one, Phil from Burbank, California. Dennis, what do you believe Al Gore is really up to? Getting wealthy, and being a prophet. And, it's probably heady wine for a doofus like Gore. I think of Gore like a Washington, D.C. equivalent of Eloise, the little girl at the plaza. I think his old man was a big senator, and I believe a segregationist, if I'm not mistaken. And I think Al grew up in the Willard. Is that what the hotel's called there? Or is that where Elliot Spitzer brought call girls? Probably the same. But I think he was always in the shadow of his old man, and he wanted to carve out his own niche, and he pulled alongside of him on the backstretch when he became senator from Tennessee. And then, Freud would dictate that the kid always wants to draft the old man and then whip by him on the chicane. But he got right up to the point of being the most powerful man on the planet, and finally, as Freud said, kill the father. And his own people turned him away. Tennessee, they saw him up close and personal. They didn't give him the electoral votes that he needed. He couldn't take that. He took it next door to Florida and said he had gotten there, but the simple fact is Tennessee didn't vote for him, or he would have had it anyway. That broke his heart. There's only one way to heal that wound. It's to go for something bigger than the presidency, and that's world changer. And he found a sloppy intellectual time where you could get by with half science and picture postcards from the 1940s and do slideshows and have everybody think you're a genius. And I'm not even saying I don't think the planet goes up and down, but I think it's narcissistic, and I think he's the quintessential narcissist to think that we have any say in that. I think we're gnats. This is an ant farm with beepers, and I just don't think we have that much sway with the Earth. I swear to God, we could set off every nuclear weapon we had simultaneously, and the Earth might feel like it had hit its funny bone or something. I don't think it registers us here. So to think that we're doing it seems a bit egotistical to me. But he has probably become wealth north of hundreds of millions of dollars. The key fact to me, and it's the one fact I'll always decry, is that he goes to speeches on private planes. I know that people say, that's so simplistic. He has to, he's important. Let me ask you this. I fly on private planes once in a while because I don't believe in all these theories. If he really did believe in that, and he did that, would that not make him a monster? I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt when I say I guess he doesn't really believe this stuff and he's just a mere opportunist. Because the alternative to that is for me to think he's an absolute monster. And I can't bring myself to think that. He doesn't seem like a monster to me. He seems rather like an opportunistic doofus. Clumsy guy, one of those guys I would stray away from socially because they start to, get too big at a party, when he gets in the dock at a black church and starts talking like a black preacher. It's just uncomfortable for me. And he seems to morph. He's like a salamander. Wherever room he's in, he tries to put those colors on, and I just find it awkward. And, I'm not a fan. And I just found out Rick Perry was his campaign manager, which means we must never elect Rick Perry. There are certain sins that are unforgivable for me. Going from Democrat to Republican or Republican to Democrat, hardly an unforgivable sin. Fronting Al Gore? Are you kidding me? It's like telling me that you're Quasimodo's runway agent for the Milan Couture shows. Come on. Enjoy these samples of the Bathrobe Sessions, a weekly video available only to members of the DMZ, the Dennis Miller Zone, on DennisMillerRadio.com.